What if I told you that your dream retirement isn't in Spain or Florida, but here, in a laid-back Caribbean paradise where your dollars stretch further, the sunsets are fiery gold, and your biggest worry is which hammock to nap in? Welcome to a day in the life of a retiree in Belize, where life slows down, the air is warm, and every day feels like vacation, but on a budget. Retirees in Belize often wake up early, not because they have to, but because the tropical light and ocean breeze invite you to. Imagine sipping your locally grown Belizean coffee while watching dolphins offshore. Mid-morning is the perfect time to head into town and check out the local farmers market. Fresh tropical fruits, colorful vegetables, local honey, handmade tortillas, you name it. Prices are incredibly affordable here. For example, you can grab a whole bag of fresh produce for under 10 US dollars. Imagine ripe papayas for 50 cents or a dozen bananas for $1. Most expats say shopping here isn't just about food. It's a social experience. You chat with vendors, learn a bit of Creole or Spanish, and connect with fellow retirees and locals. This daily interaction is something many retirees missed in the fast-paced life back home. What does a Belizean afternoon look like for a retiree? Well, that depends on your vibe. For the adventurous, there's endless exploring. Maybe a kayaking trip along the coast or a short drive to visit ancient Mayan ruins like Zinantunik or Caracol. Nature is never far away here. If you're more of a leisure lover, how about a casual walk through a nature reserve or birdwatching in the Belizean jungle, home to toucans, howler monkeys, and even jaguars? Belize is a playground for nature lovers. Afternoons are made for adventures. Snorkel along the Belize Barrier Reef, the second largest in the world, or take a day trip to explore ancient Mayan ruins. And if you're not feeling adventurous, grab a hammock, a cold Belizean beer, and enjoy the breeze. Sometimes the best thing to do in Belize is nothing at all. Retirement isn't isolation here. Whether you're in San Ignacio, Corozal, or Ambergris Cay, there's always a friendly face, locals and expats alike. People here look out for each other. Community is real. Social life and community. One of the most surprising aspects of life in Belize? How easy it is to build community. Whether you're a social butterfly or prefer a slower connection, there's space for you here. Corozal has regular expat mixers, beachside potlucks, and volunteer events. In San Ignacio, retirees get involved with local schools and animal shelters. Placencia is a bit more laid back, with Sunday beach barbecues, fishing clubs, and salsa nights. You're never too old to try something new. In fact, many retirees say Belize gave them a second chance, not just to rest, but to rediscover passions. Dinner with a view. Dinner is more than just a meal in Belize. It's a moment to savor life. Restaurants offer fresh seafood straight from the ocean. Imagine grilled snapper, coconut rice, and fried plantains, all for under $10-15 USD at a beachfront restaurant. Fancy dining? Sure, you can splurge for $30 to $40 a person. But even a taco stand delivers unbeatable flavors for just $2-3 USD. Prefer to cook at home? You can buy fresh-caught lobster and grouper right off the docks. Retirees often find themselves falling in love with the rhythm of food here, slow, fresh, intentional. As twilight fades, Belize offers something rare, true quiet. The sound of ocean waves or jungle frogs replaces city noise. Some retirees light a fire pit, others relax in a hammock with a good book or call family on video chat. With stable internet in most areas, you can stay connected without sacrificing the peace you came for. There's a calmness here that's hard to describe until you feel it. It's in the stillness, the stars, the sense that this moment is yours. Cost of living, a retiree's budget story. Meet John and Lisa, two early retirees who traded their high-stress city life for palm trees and peace in Belize. They live in a cozy two-bedroom home just minutes from the sea. And here's the part that might surprise you. Their entire monthly budget, just 1,800 US dollars, and they're living well. Their rent, a charming villa with ocean breezes for just $800 a month. Groceries, a mix of local produce, fresh seafood, and some imported splurges, about $250 total. Electricity, even with ASC, they rarely break $100. We thought we'd be downsizing, but really we've upgraded our life. We dine out, we travel around the country, and we've got money left to save. And here's the kicker, they didn't sacrifice to live this way. They simplified. Belize doesn't ask for luxury, it offers it through lifestyle. Healthcare, navigating wellness in paradise. Healthcare is a concern for every retiree. John was no different. A back issue had him worried until his first visit to a local private clinic. No cold waiting rooms, no endless paperwork, just a $35 consultation and a doctor who actually listened. Belize has a growing network of English-speaking doctors, modern private clinics in major towns like Belmopan, Belize City, and San Ignacio, and a culture of natural wellness that blend tradition with medicine. Prescriptions? Often a third of the U.S. price. Dental cleanings? Around $25.30. Minor procedures? Accessible and affordable. The expat community, finding your people. One of the unexpected joys of retiring in Belize is the tight-knit expat community. Whether you're in Placencia, San Ignacio, or Ambergris Cay, you're never far from someone who's been in your shoes. Expats here form book clubs, volunteer groups, and even beach cleanups. Every Friday night, the local hangout spot becomes a melting pot of cultures, with retirees from the US, Canada, the UK, and even South Africa swapping stories over rum punch. In Belize, you don't just retire from your job, you retire into a community, local culture, and traditions. Life in Belize is more than beaches. It's rhythmic, colorful, and deeply rooted in tradition. Every retiree here becomes part of a living cultural tapestry. You'll hear Creole, Spanish, and Garifuna spoken on the same street. You might stumble on a Garifuna drum circle at sunset, or get invited to a Belizean wedding, where the dancing doesn't stop until dawn. There's cultural pride here. People love to share their stories, their music, and their food. And the festivals. Carnival, Independence Day, and Chocolate Festival of Belize are not to be missed. Retirees often find themselves dancing in parades, not just watching from sidelines. Safety is always a big question for retirees abroad. So let's talk honestly. Yes, Belize has some urban areas with higher crime rates, but most expats choose quiet coastal towns or rural villages where communities are close-knit and crime is rare. The key? Be part of the community. Greet your neighbors. Get to know your local vendors. Belizeans are protective of their own. Once you're accepted, you're family. Many retirees say they feel safer walking around Belize at night than they did in U.S. suburbs. And if you do want extra peace of mind, private security and alarm systems are affordable and common. Cons of living in Belize, the flip side of paradise. Let's be honest, no paradise is perfect. In Belize, she's got quirks. Let's start with the roads. They'll make you feel like an off-roader even if you're just heading to the market. Potholes, bumps, and dirt tracks are part of the experience, especially after a storm. And then there's the weather. The sun is glorious, but during rainy season, from June to November, those afternoon downpours can turn your garden into a river and your plans into puddles. Power and internet. They work, most of the time. But outages do happen. For retirees used to always-on cities, it takes a mindset shift. Then there are mosquitoes, uninvited guests who don't knock. Screened windows and citronella candles become your best friends. And bureaucracy. Well, let's just say mañana isn't just a word, it's a lifestyle. Things move slower here. Permit approvals, mail, even construction. So, could you see yourself waking up here? Cooking breakfast in the tropics, meeting friends at the market, walking the beach at sunset? This is life in Belize. Not perfect, but peaceful. Not flashy, but full of heart. If this sounds like your dream, give this video a like, subscribe for more expat stories, and drop a comment.